Omatek obviously makes computers and they need to sell them. One thing that I can give a lot of credit to the GMD of Omatek for is that she's an excellent salesperson. So obviously she continues to look for ways of enhancing her sales. And leasing or any form of instrumental payment is it's a way of pushing sales, because that's the trend all over the world. It's only in Nigeria that you have to put down lump sum money to buy anything. So if, say, the cost of a computer is 100,000 naira, and you make it possible for people to buy, say, and pay over a 12-month period, say installments of 10,000 per month or something like that, then obviously the attraction to buy will be a lot more. So instrumental payment or finance leases, which is a technical term, is just a way of pushing sales. A lot of manufacturers do it. In fact, some of the big manufacturers abroad, General Electric, and they have a finance stroke leasing section that they use to push the products. So, and I think that's exactly what Omatek has been doing. Vis-a-vis the schools, obviously the trend is to catch them young. And what, again, we've been able to do in Omatek is to working with the school authorities to ensure that we push that sales and work out a win-win situation where all of the purchase price is now coming up front and is spread in a way, whether through school fees or through grants, but in a way that will ease the repayment over a certain period. Actually, we talked about leasing earlier. I met Florence Seriki, then she wasn't Seriki, she was Udebu. I believe in 1990-91, she needed to buy some assets, I believe a car and one or two other things, and she was introduced to me, and we arranged the financing of it over a period. And we've been friends and colleagues since then. We've been she always says that I'm the senior brother she never had. So we've just been friends, and I've guided when and where I can. And from time to time, when she had any business problems that she wants to bounce things off somebody, she'll either give me a call or come and see me in the office, and we'll sit down and talk about it. And we've just become family friends since then. And that was in a way how, well, from just a business relationship, it became a family relationship. And then, of course, when eventually she asked me to come serve on the board of Omatek Ventures, I really couldn't say no. And anyway, if you know Florence very well, she doesn't take no for an answer, even though my hands were full at that point in time. But I had to oblige her because I have really performed that role informally. So this was just a way of formalizing a relationship that was informal before. Well, number one, only she can answer that question adequately because she's chief executive, I'm not. I've been a director of the company, I believe in the last 5-6 years. I'm not sure of the exact time frame, but every company goes through their ups and downs, and I'm sure Omatek has had its own share of challenges, and somehow, because of her resilience, she's been able to overcome. From a small company, she has grown into a public company now because it's a PLC. So, and like in every successful organization, you need an engine room. She has that tenacity to get things done, and she falls down, she gets up. the challenge is just there to just keep it going. And it's her resilience really that has kept the company today, the way it is today, because I'm sure if you ask her, she'll tell you she can write a book on the challenges that she's had. Computers, there's the engineering which focuses, the Omatek computers focuses on the manufacturing, okay, the putting together of the systems. Then the engineering that focuses more on the repairs, the after sales of the equipment, and then there's the marketing. The Omatek computers, which makes the computers, will sell it to the marketing company, whose main job is just to go out and market, and they are the ones really that are the most visible, because they are the ones getting all the major contracts and dealing with schools, dealing with government bodies, just pushing and pushing. I serve on the board, but I don't get involved like all the non-executive directors. All our job is policy framework, policy guidelines, and then the management comes back and they report what has been done. On an official basis, I actually don't. My company actually doesn't have a relationship like that with Omatek Ventures anymore. We've done business together in the past, but we're not doing it now. But that in no way affects the fact that I'm a director. So when I sit down at board meetings, I wear the cap of a director. I look at the numbers. I give the benefit of my experience. Coincidentally, I sit on quite a few boards as well. So I give her the benefit of my experience. And when also the issue of contacts come, not just me, all the directors pull in because again, when you're marketing and you're marketing in large volumes, you need all the help that you can get. So if they need to go talk to some place that any of the directors, have any link there, then you help to open the door. But even then, the job is still down to the management. So the job of a director, it's more, we sit at the back and we guide. It is the management that run the company. The future is very bright. The problem we've had in Nigeria is the policy inconsistencies. Obviously, if there's been support, the kind of support that Omatek has been looking for is available, then a lot of the things that we bring in, we shouldn't have to bring them in. If we have somebody that produces good quality computers here, the natural thing will be to patronize it, because in doing that, we create employment for Nigeria. If all we do is just to go out and bring stuff in, we create employment abroad, and yet our people are suffering here. So in terms of the future, if we have consistent government policies that support local production, local manufacturing, then the future is huge. Also, you also know that apart from the hardcore computer side, there's also the power side of the business, which over the last 2 years or so has been growing. And that, to me, in fact, from get-go, when that was brought, I said, look, this is, the opportunities there is just endless, because like we know, we have all sorts of power challenges in Nigeria. And if there's anybody, with solar, we're talking about solar, there was a time we went through issues of inverter. So anything to do with power, in a nation with the kind of population that we have, and the challenges that we have also in terms of meeting the day-to-day power requirement of people, believe me, the future is extremely bright. But we need government policy consistency as well as support for local manufacturers.